Hey everyone, it's January 23rd, and that means that if today is your birthday, you share it with Romanian serial killer Romulus Veres, and that is him right up here. I apologize for the horrible Romanian pronunciation you're going to hear in this video. Veres was born in 1929 in the city of Cluj, which is the unofficial capital of the Transylvania region. Coming from a poor family, he dropped out of school at an early age and began working for the local rail authority, being trained as a locomotive mechanic. Romania has had a rather tumultuous history, and as such, many records from his lifetime are lost. He went from living through World War II as a child to living under the authoritarian government that came to power in 1947. What is known is that in 1968, when he was 39, Veres nearly caused the train to derail, and his co-workers believed it was done on purpose. He told some that Satan had told him to not stop the train, and this incident led many to believe he was suffering from some form of mental illness. Doctors declared that he had symptoms of paranoid schizophrenia, but the proper treatment for his condition wasn't readily available at the time, and he continued to work at the railroad. Veres was a big fan of the French singing star Maurice Chevalier, in part due to the two bearing a striking resemblance to one another. He had a large portrait of Chevalier on the wall of his home. Chevalier, incidentally, is in one of my favorite episodes of the Lucy Desi Comedy Hour called Lucy Goes to Mexico, where they have to try and sneak him into the U.S. from Tijuana, and I highly recommend you check it out. Back in Romania, Veres is known to have killed for the first time in September of 1972 when he bashed a young woman in the head with a hammer repeatedly at a construction site. He left her nude corpse on the bank of the Solms River. A month later, he attacked another woman with a hammer, but she managed to get away. He had another 3 unsuccessful attempts at killing in over the next couple months, and the community was on the lookout for the man with the hammer. One of his victims was a married woman with whom he'd been having an affair, and as such he was reluctant to identify him as her assailant for fear her husband would find out. He then raped and beat an 8-year-old girl in December of that year, setting her home on fire before stabbing a high school student to death later that month. The people of Cluj were terrified, with rumors going around that a man had killed as many as 200 young women and girls. In fact, the number was 5. A manhunt was launched, but due to policies of the Ceausescu government, the case wasn't publicized because they didn't want to cause a panic. Veres would follow women home as they left the railway and attack them in their own homes, often using his hammer, but sometimes suffocating and burning his victims, and even engaging in necrophilia. When the police finally caught up with him, he attempted to escape by attacking officers with his hammer, even breaking one of their legs before he was subdued. He confessed to 5 murders, but claimed that Satan was responsible. His apartment was filled with writings about the devil and biblical verses, as well as containing underwear and other items stolen from his victims. Veres was never formally prosecuted, but was sent to a mental institution where he remained until his death from liver cancer in 1993. If today was your birthday, hope you had a great day. If you know somebody whose birthday it is today, please send me this video so they can find out all about their birthday twin. And to Romulus Veres, I have to say, happy birthday, you bastard.